Okay. Yep. Like the title says, it's either this or I do something and like. Truth be told, it's one of those games I'm really not in the mood for it, so I think I'll just, see what we got going here. Hello.
Probably no less bugged out than I am.
Mm-hmm.
I had a major breakthrough on some of the stuff I'd been through. I managed to say things that I couldn't say even in 30 years ago. And then I went on a writing fest today. Fueled by breaking down crying doing that last night. And then I just have been writing and writing and writing. And
you've been busy.
This is today. When I say fest, this is today.
Yep, you've been busy. Hey-ho. Hey, Snowdub, I got words for you. There's more to puppeteering than just putting a sock on your hand and flopping around, okay? Little artistry involved here, So how's things?
Exhausted, stressed, BPD's fucking with me and fall. They're not where I'm at.
All right.
It's a sucky cycle because you hit this point where everything makes you question everything. If somebody doesn't spend an evening talking to you or hang out with you, you wonder what you did to piss them off and how they're going to abandon you. And if they do spend time with you, you're worried that you're overcrowding them and they're going to abandon you. It sucks. And all these people go, oh, they have that. They're just abusive. It's like, no, it's not abusive. It's self-hating to the point where we're afraid people are going to leave us. It'd be nice if they could just try to understand a little compassion. But God forbid. They use it as a catch-all to try to portray every psychotic, abusive, selfish woman as, oh, she does BBT. It's like, no, she's a bitch.
And this is the stream I decided to bring in a puppet. You have no taste. No. I need to work up some kind of platform here. This is
only one eagle's on that picture. I might use it for one of them. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
there's so
12,
many
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. There's 22 in this one, but a lot of them are really hidden. I'm going to have to mark this one to go through later.
Kind of ridiculous.
I thought people would want to see a little
there
bit.
There we go. That's more like it.
Right?
It's centered here.
I mean, I work really hard on this stuff, and people don't, because of these little douche canoes and they're micro-flagging everything. Look, I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you dislike me, but what I do is for people. To make people happy. It's to share an experience. It's to let people into the world of beauty around them. What I do is positive. So to all those people who can't seem to handle it, they could go fuck yourselves. I mean, sorry.
I'd like to echo that sentiment, but I think Henson Associates might have a problem with me saying those words. So really don't want the copyright strike. I mean, I could. It's late, but no. Why risk it?
I would love to hear Kermit tell somebody to go fuck themselves. That would make me laugh.
What? I'm looking at the chat.
I saw that, but they're not in here when I'm working. You know that.
Kitties are not allowed. They tend to get in the way.
She says favorite kitty at other points, and she's always changing which one she's talking about. Love you, Steffi.
Any cat'll do.
So what you're saying is she just wants pussy.
Pretty much. I'm concerned if Kermit shows up, though. You think we're making fun of him? No. He has no choice but to sound like that. What? Yeah, I forgot that.
Blame
delay.
me. I'm the one who made the pussy comment.
Yeah, the delay. 20 feet away. She's got a 5-second delay. Satellites ain't a great. I definitely need to rig up something out here to rest my arm on. Because, yeah. All right, I think I'm. Yes, I still got the skills. Okay, so. This is just tight enough. Oh, my being, also split a few
I'm
seams here. One in his throat.
really looking forward to eagle season and hatching season with my new camera with a much longer zoom, where I can actually get better pictures of them in the nest and other shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, I worked with a puppet ministry in our church for a few years there, so it's like, and we took it very seriously. So, there is a certain amount of artistry involved. We don't just put that,
Okay, this is trippy. I have to show you this here.
Uh,
Because of the eye in this image, it's trippy.
throw Steph a link here so she can jump in.
Look at this.
Whoa. Okay.
Because, they have two sets of eyelids, and one of them's translucent.
Mm-hmm.
So when they blink the internal eyelid, it makes their eye look like this weird translucent color.
Yeah.
It's trippy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me go full screen here. Yeah, it looks a little cloudy there.
It's night and day between that and
yeah.
For those who don't know how many pictures I have here.
Yikes.
You go from that one and you click over here to the same bird with eyes open. You can see
looking right at you.
Different that
what?
Face is.
Who the hell are you and why am I thinking?
Oh, I've got some fabulous fuck you faces from some of them because some of them, they don't care what you are, who you are, what you're doing. They don't want you around.
Yeah.
But pictures like this, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Check 13, your Twitter, Steph. I sent you a damn link.
These are the kinds of pictures I fix up. I just trimmed the parts where there's no eagles off of it to make it a little closer up for people and just go, here, how many eagles can you spot? I've had days where I've interacted with over 1,000 eagles in one day.
You need to get down there sometimes and check out Rocky Mountain Arsenal because they got eagles all over the place there.
Well, the thing is, over in East Iowa here, because we're between the Cedar River and the Mississippi with Wapsakani and several other major rivers here too, about a third of the eagle population spends most of the year here other than the heat. So when we get to the hardcore in winter, when they have mating season, you'll drive down along the spillways and along the river, and there'll just be trees lined with like anywhere from 10 to 60 a tree for just long stretches. And they'll be flying everywhere.
Oh, God.
This is a glimpse at my life. To the people who think I do nothing.
No, this does take work, okay?
They have no idea how much work goes into being a photographer. It is insane.
Yeah.
How much work we actually have to do. That's that one.
Yeah. I'm also pretty sure you have a lot more fun than, say, Kid Sis is having working at the bank.
Oh, it is fun work, definitely.
She's pulling her, she's losing hair and just had to pass a kidney stone at 5 millimeters. It's like she, thought she found the perfect job. Nope. Everywhere you go, there's gonna be assholes. So it's like
this stuff they don't understand how hard these kinds of action shots are actually to capture.
Yeah. Are they going at the same fish or what?
Side by side, running together.
And
she looks like a big white nipple.
My avatar's being a pain in the ass tonight.
Oh well.
Look at the kind of weather the eagle like. Look at this area around this eagle.
So let's put them
frost and ice. This is me letting you guys look at. You can actually see the frost and ice on the eagle.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is giving you guys a glimpse at my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they blur out sometimes. It is really hard to get these shots, especially
Mm-hmm.
this one's chasing two ducks.
Oh boy.
Wow.
We add gray skies, winter backgrounds, lots of light flare, fast motion, and all this other stuff. And it is insane to try to get these shots. Even the stationary ones, they're not easy shots because of the glare off the head and other stuff. The bald head actually makes the camera angles and lighting really hard to get. Because white is one of the hardest colors to capture on camera.
Yeah.
But this one, you can see it in the middle of all the snow. Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Honey.
What?
Didn't they have a bald eagle at Ren Fair once?
Well, yeah. Every year they the bird of prey exhibition there, and they bring
How about that one?
Yeah. But ready to grab something there.
Nice.
No, they bring out some hawks and falcons.
There goes.
At least a golden eagle, but yeah, sometimes they'll have a bald eagle that's usually being rehabbed.
We have some golden eagles around here too, but again, they're hard to find when you're trying to see them along all the juvenile bald eagles. Yeah, because the goldens and juvies look very similar.
Yeah,
but you can see the pictures kind of mixed up because the cameras repeat numbers, especially when you're going from multiple cameras.
Yeah.
I have to come through and sort everything and organize it. It's a big pain in the ass, but it's part of my life. It's part of my work. It's part of my attitude is the work I have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I found.
And there we got. I hope that's not a cat.
That's a raccoon.
That's a raccoon. Okay.
Oh, I found something that's guaranteed to make you laugh your ass off, Rosetta.
Is that a juvie or is that a?
That's a juvie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see by the bits of white fleck through it.
Yeah.
And the tips aren't shining.
Yeah, an old friend of mine went to see this act one night. Puddle's Pity Party. A big old sad clown and
does these beautiful renditions of these songs. He's got a gorgeous voice. Yeah. In fact,
he did a version of Royals by Lord, and oh my God.
No, he came out of, I think, Britain's Got Talent. I mean,
how's that one?
America's Got Talent, actually.
Okay, anyway, one of them. Puddle's Pity Party. I'll send you a link.
Look at that. Look at that. How's that?
Yeah.
See, this is I get these comments from people like, "Oh, you just take from other people that if you have disabilities." It's like, well, first of all, how bigoted are you? But second of all, no, I work my ass off. I do work that's hard to do, like this, right there.
Yeah.
Crop slightly, and that's a beautiful picture, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Tell you what.
Oh wow.
There's the channel through Puddle's Pity. He got his own YouTube channel. Yeah. What apparently he's doing shows in town. Yeah. Or did a show in town?
He did like 3 shows in Denver.
Yeah.
I love my work. I do.
Yeah.
I struggle with it at times, actually quite a bit. Look here, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the background and a juvie flying across the front.
Yeah.
And you can't see one of the ones in the background because it's behind my avatar. But still, I mean,
well, we can move over a bit here. There we go. See, there he is. Yeah.
This is the stuff. The reason I feel like every so often I have to show this stuff is so people understand. I don't sit around and take anything. I don't take any handouts or any programs or anything. I never have.
Yeah.
My husband makes good money, and I work hard, and I make decent money at myself. Yeah. My money all goes to charity and helping take care of my family. So I'm going to be the one taking care of everyone, not the one being a drain. So.
Oh yeah. You ever want to see some examples of some really, really gorgeous photography? There's this book that I got myself for my birthday that, oh man, you got to take a look.
I mean, I thought my stuff's examples of gorgeous photography, but
yeah, Scott Kahn though was taking a photography though, and he was Well, it's in Hawaii, and it's got just released a book of it. Yeah.
Well, not just in Hawaii. He got his first camera from his father.
Yes. Yes, Jimmy Kahn is the actor.
And you should see some of the pictures that Scott took. Oh my God.
Yeah. Apparently, there's some naked girls in there somewhere. I haven't looked at the book myself.
Yeah, there's a few nudes.
This is just to give people a glimpse at what I do in my life.
Oh yeah.
How many folders of this I have? Okay, I have about 100,000 photos of eagles now at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This folder alone has 12,540. Yes, I need to thin it out. I need to get rid of some that didn't come out well. I need to do all this other stuff, but that's still going to be insane even when I do that. You know that.
Oh God.
Oh
Don't
man.
yawn, damn it.
Okay, I require more caffeine. I'll be back in a bit.
I'm gonna have to buy a printer of one of your pictures just so I can hang it up on the wall here.
God damn it. Oh.
Oh, speaking of which, through that. Okay, let's go back here a moment. Actually, all the way out here.
Oh.
Da, 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 da. This one from my trip.
Oh, cool.
Look at the detail on the hibiscus flower. This one I took a few weeks ago in Redlands, California.
Wow.
That would go pretty well with those Hawaiian photos you were telling me about, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That is where hibiscus comes from, was Hawaii. It was spread to parts of the mainland.
Oh, we also had them in Florida when I was down there.
Yeah, but they're not native there. They originated in Hawaii.
Oh, Lord.
They've been sent out to other places, and they grow them anywhere that's tropical now. But it originated in the Hawaiian Islands. So, there's a certain beauty. Hibiscus is an obsession of mine. It is my favorite flower, my favorite tea. And I love them so much in so many ways. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Robert, is that not an intense, detailed photo?
Oh, yeah.
Professional level?
I put it up there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, I've been working hard on getting good at this stuff. And no, I'm not perfect. And yes, I'm still struggling and learning, but I do some damn fine work, and I'm willing to say that and admit it because I've worked really hard at getting this good at it. Mm-hmm. I've worked really hard at getting this good at this stuff.
Yeah.
And there I was sitting there doing this picture and doing the cleanup and the edit.
Brain, what is brain? No.
Well, we were making all the brain jokes, and we need to take this seriously. Would you let us know what the flower type is? And I had Parrot Head in chat. I had Lydian on stream with me, and they asked me that. Yep. And I went, okay, I'll look it up. And I dropped it into the plant identifier, and it pulled it up instantly with over 98% accuracy. It's a crested cockcomb.
Okay.
That did not help us clean up our jokes. Actually, that made us all a lot worse once we knew that.
Yeah, especially with Parrot Head involved. Yeah.
You remember Lydian? He's my bestest troll. Yeah. That's one of my best friends. And
little Canadian gnome. Yeah.
Okay, look, he was doing a Twitch stream the other day, and he was gaming. And he was doing one of the RPGs that's actually hack and slash style, where you actually have to time things and all this stuff. And he has the announcements that pop up loudly if you do the little bits and send him stuff. Because he's trying to get people to donate. So I was using the bits and literally sending him 2-cent donations right as he was trying to attack people. So it pop up over him. And I was sending them with insults. So it was insulting him and fucking up his game at the same time.
Oh, dear God.
I thought I was getting out of it.
Let's see. Under the category of Target still hasn't learned its lesson here.
This is what I say. I could be a very terrible friend at times, okay?
We got Nutcracker. Look at this. Seriously, you know, like yeah,
We were having such pleasant, pretty stuff I was sharing.
yeah. Put that back up here.
And then you went to that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Fried nutcrackers? You've got to be kidding.
I know.
So I took all these photos relatively recently that I'm showing you right now. I'm still working on fixing them up. But I've got the doggo ones you guys liked.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Oh.
And I've just been working really hard lately, trying to get so
Mhm.
much done. Look at that edit, Steffi.
Aww.
This is to tell people.
Mhm.
Every stupid one of those hate stalkers that keeps telling people, oh, she's just disabled. She doesn't contribute. Go fuck yourself. I mean,
Yeah, like the same kind of idiots, you know, like gal in a McDonald's had a service dog with her. And who ain't blind? It's like there's more than just seeing eye dogs, you moron. You know.
true. Although the people that try to use their therapy dogs and their emotional support dogs as service dogs piss me the fuck off.
Yeah, but
Those aren't service.
This is a legitimate service dog, though.
Yeah.
Just,
And if I'm allergic to dogs as I am, I'm not going to bitch at somebody for having a service dog. I'm going to avoid them like the plague so I can breathe, but I'm not going to bitch at them because it's legitimate. This is the problem. We have just two segments of society. One that seems to think that their dogs are like come before humans and are entitled to go everywhere with them no matter what. The health code doesn't exist. I'll put my smelly dog's ass in the cart and drag it through the store, and if it bites kids, oh well. You know, those people should go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
But then there's the other segment that acts like every service animal is just somebody abusing the system and stuff. It's like, no. Although the fakes versus the reals are very easy to tell.
Yeah.
Because there's grooming practices, behavioral practices, training, and other stuff that the real service dogs go through that you can't fake, even if you go buy the fake certification and shit.
Apparently, they're not bothered. It's just like it's just bringing the dogs in. Like,
well,
how about that one?
I never had a bad experience.
We had a policy, you know, that even if a service dog was a service dog, if they started trying to bite people and other things like that, they could still be banned from the store.
Well, yeah, if they don't behave.
Well, yeah, there's a genuine to that. I mean, that does exist, but the problem is, and the thing is, service dogs are really well trained. They intense scrutiny. The likelihood of them attacking is pretty much non-existent.
Because they're supposed to be paying attention to their owner.
This one, I don't even have to crop. It is well framed.
Oh, yeah. And looking right at you like you're a pork chop.
Yeah, but it was in a cage. So
yeah. So you look all you want. Yeah. I should get some pork chops.
Bitch, you can't touch me. I mean,
I should get some pork chops, actually. I haven't done that for a while.
And that was me trying to use the word bitch appropriately when I had a chance. It's like, hey, bitch. I mean, bitch.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. I remember the first time I heard somebody from a church I used to go to use the word bitch, and I was like, what? They were talking about their breeding dogs.
Like, there are valid times to use that word. I'm looking at a dog going, not today, bitch. That's pretty accurate.
Oh,
I mean, I can't guarantee it was. I can't guarantee it was female, but
close enough.
About 50-50 odds there. You know? Yeah. So let's run this through a few things, and we'll see what I can do with this one real quick. You guys can laugh at me as I struggle with the technology. I mean, let's put on the side by side here, and you can see the progress I'm making.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Sorry, I'm still a bit twitchy.
Yeah. Our friend Liam, when he lost his service dog Spirit, he decided to get himself another service dog. This one he named Karma. And
it's a female dog, so so you can literally say Karma's a bitch.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
How's that starting to look there?
Oh yeah. A little more intense.
This one, I think, actually would do well with just a light vinaigrette background.
Yeah.
Just drop the exposure just a little bit on the edges there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hardness down, scale down.
Yeah.
And focus that a little more to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that I like.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So what do you guys think?
Oh yeah. That worked.
Nice.
I'm getting pretty good with this program.
Mm-hmm. I got a bunch of stuff today though. It's like, I let to go through it further, but I might have found the folder that has my birth certificate, so that's going to help. Because I found other stuff in there, photocopies of Steph's birth certificate. But the thing that caught my eye was just poking out here is this list of starship names for my idea of a Bonhomme Richard class, which is the slightly older than the Constitution class.
So I think I'm going to post this image and see what people think of it.
So let me just go ahead and dig up a couple numbers here.
So let's go back to the folder where I took this from. Take this edit.
Yeah, what did you say? That works.
You should do a calendar of those.
And Europa.
I'm just going to see how people react to that coyote picture. I'm posting it right now.
1648. Okay, a little late, but it works.
Yeah, you should definitely do a calendar of some of these images because, oh my God, they're good.
Okay.
I love what I do. I love what I do so much. Does it show in the work and care I put in it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Start doing calendars and photo, and albums and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get through this. Why I have to go through and do all these edits and get all the pictures figured out and everything, and sort all these pictures I've been saving for years. And
yeah.
when she starts squeaking, I know it's a good picture to do my
edit.
One sec here. Close that part down. Take that other picture she was just squeaking at and drop it onto the editor. I don't think I need to change that one's focus either because it's the face is right in the center.
No, just
it's very in focus.
Just up the color a bit, yeah.
Just tweak the color a little bit.
Yeah,
it's a little more saturation. You can hit that balance perfect taking the shot, which is really hard to do.
Yeah,
even for the best photographers.
Yeah. No, you would have loved that day when I was at Fire Test. Some gal came through with a koi dog. I mean, technically, I did what you shouldn't do. I got right in his face and kind of nose in there, but you could have ripped my face off right there. But no, he was fine.
I mean,
little puppy therapy.
The scary thing is most of the coyote wolf, koi fox, and all those pictures I've taken, were taken about 6 miles out of town from the southern edge of the Black Hills, right inside Wind Cave National Park. So they're really close to several towns right there.
Yeah.
Where I was taking just massive amounts of them, and they do roam constantly.
Yeah.
But there's a massive, several mile long, huge prairie dog town there, and they love to roam through it and eat.
Yeah. Now, maybe now that I got this raise, and if we can really get lucky and get our voucher applied to the place we're in, and then really, really get lucky and get an emergency rental assistance to pay off about several $1,000s in back rent we owe. Then it can re-up some memberships like the museum, the Naturalist Museum, and the zoo.
Denver Art Museum.
No, we can actually live again.
Yeah, because I remember that last exhibit that we went to see there. It was like, damn.
Okay, so
that's what I remember as a Star Wars one. But
you can already see it's brightening up and showing the shadows more. So let's do a little bit of sharpen. You don't want to sharpen too much on this one because it's pretty sharp already.
Yeah.
That slight sharpen I did on the last one is actually a good setting.
Yeah.
Then you go into sharpen and
Mhm.
clarity. You just clarify the edges of that just a little bit to pop that up.
Yeah.
And then filter out. And this one I'm going to do like the last one. I'm going to put just a little bit of soft vinaigrette on it to pop the face.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to just do a light
There we go.
exposure drop.
Mm-hmm.
Harden down slightly so it's a little softer circle. Scale it down a little bit to get closer focus to the face.
Mm-hmm.
And shape it slightly. And there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to make it really look like the big circly vinaigrettes.
Yeah.
Side,
Mm-hmm.
just enough to bring the depth of the face out.
Mm-hmm.
And how's that look, Steph?
Oh, gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Little bit of a nerdy girl.
Mm-hmm.
I love what I do. I really do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with my medical, it's absolutely hard work.
The other thing, do what you love. You never work a day in your life.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
It's painful. It takes a lot of stress. And there are days it's a very hard and dark job.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff you run into and have to fight and deal with are really difficult things to deal with.
Oh.
To check that out.
Yep, that's the next photo. Sorry, Steffi, I'm using your reactions as a way to test if I can.
It's free audience research. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Besides, you get to sit here and see the pictures get made into beauty. And yes, it's a good picture as it's starting here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen worse pictures on images and calendars and stuff than this is starting as before. No question to me.
Mm-hmm.
But does that mean I'm not going to make it a little better?
Yeah.
Maybe? Just a little?
Yeah. Tweak it a little. Yeah.
Just slightly. I'm not going to change anything based on it.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, I don't want to change the context of an image. I just want to highlight it slightly. And I hear people go, well, what's that mean? It means I'm not going to change the colors. I'm not going to tell it to be this. I'm not going to remove parts of the image. I'm just going to highlight a few of the places and sharpen it slightly. I want the image to still be the original image, just a little more intense. Like this. You can see I'm not changing any content.
No, just,
If you look at these two side by side, I'm just sharpening it slightly.
Just bring a little emphasis in,
That's what I do. I want my images to stay absolutely as close to the original with just a little accenting.
Yeah, when I was down in Florida, I used to keep a jar of doggy treats for every time a dog came through drive-through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the people loved it.
Steph.
Look at the screen, dear.
Oh, nice.
I think slightly bigger scale. Give just a little more color on it. There. That's the right angle.
Oh, yeah.
Puppy! Look at that bitch. I mean, sorry, I'm terrible. I know I'm terrible.
Yeah, one of my favorite dog encounters when I was working at McDonald's was this guy that came through with a dingo. Very nice dog. He was actually quite polite. He didn't try to lunge for my hand when I gave him a treat.
Well, no.
Okay.
And dogs can be domesticated.
Yeah, but dingoes.
Dogs are dogs. Foxes, they're team in Russia was doing domesticated foxes.
Yeah.
And just to prove the point, they had some in the other direction, make them totally, and they were vicious as all hell, even worse than normal foxes out in the
Okay.
wild. They were nuts.
Yeah, but
This
you remember
one,
that movie, A Cry in the Dark, honey?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that
that
was a
one does
real
me.
life case.
Yeah, I know. I think I remember the actual case more than anything else. That dingo ate my
Yeah.
baby. Sure, it did. Yeah, she did actually. We found the dingo.
I always found it weird that they would acted like this was impossible. It's like it's a wild dog.
Mm-hmm.
Do they think it's impossible for a dog to attack a child?
No.
And they base this on the fact that usually dingoes don't want to get near people. It's like, well, usually foxes don't either, but every so often they will attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was working security at this old chemical plant, which I think has now finally been torn down.
You mean the one that smelled like Pepto?
Yeah, because it was a bismuth. The only thing left on there was a bismuth furnace, and as in Pepto Bismol, the smell it's bismuth is the metal they put in it. And there was a small colony of foxes there, and we put out dog food for them, and they liked it. They have a weird bark.
That reminds me, one
More
of my
of a quack.
favorite Christmas songs is A Bunch of Dogs Barking Jingle Bells.
Yeah, that old thing,
Yeah. Woo, 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 woo,
Yes, dear, we know it. Okay, it's been grounded in the thing for the past 40-some years.
It's just so cute.
Like one of the funnier bits on episode of WKRP in Cincinnati. It was the Christmas episode, and no one's having it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's going, the pre-title thing before they went to the open title. It's like Johnny going, there's a song I think sums up the season perfectly in my there. It's like, baby, if you ever want. Whole thing resolved. Everyone thinking, no, but poor Jennifer's going to be spending Christmas all alone. They all inspired to go.
What do you think of that edit?
No, she's going to Bethlehem. Pennsylvania? No, Israel.
Just to kind of blend out that annoying background that goes a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
So let's apply that there and show you. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Steph?
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Yeah.
What a bitch. I mean,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to take every chance to make bitch jokes I can while I've got a dog.
Kind of a Zen coyote there. Yeah.
Da-da-dee.
I think at the end of the episode, the people start dropping by. Everyone with a tree, and it just keeps getting progressively bigger and bigger trees.
So as you see me kind of go through and do this,
mm-hmm.
I hope it kind of shows you a little bit of what I do in a way that's a little down to earth for everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the best one to edit there. So that would be 4056. There's slight differences when you take several to get the best shot. That slight difference can make a lot of difference in the editing.
Almost string them together into a flip book there.
Yeah, speaking of dogs, that's
Mm.
a big reason why Polly Perrette quit NCIS.
Well, yeah, because
why is it that when you said speaking of dogs, the first thing my brain did is start going to every shot of calling different people bitches and dogs?
no, Mark Harmon's got a pit bull, and apparently it snapped at Paulie. I guess I don't know.
It actually bit somebody on the set.
Well, again, I like to hear the full story though. What did they do to provoke him, if anything? Okay. Yeah.
No, I really get pissy when people act like you had to have done something to a dog to get bit.
Well, I'm assuming it's not the first day that Mark had the dog on set. Okay. In fact,
it doesn't mean the person did anything.
I know. Well, there are several episodes where he actually made his dog as part of the storyline, so he's always on there. So what happened. I want to know what the full story here.
I just want to. There's a mention of a dog attacking the first 2 days. What did someone
Yeah.
do to provoke it?
No, I know. In your history, I probably that. Yeah.
I've had people pull that shit on me.
Yeah.
You must have done something. It's like I literally had a pit bull run into the parking lot of my apartment and bite me when I was sitting stationary. And the first thing people did is go, "You must have done something wrong." It's like, fuck you.
No, I'm not saying much, but I was like, I want to know what happened here. Okay, what set the dog off?
I know, it's just the way he said it. It's just one of those things that makes me cringe.
Yeah,
because I've also there's one time where I'm having to retrieve my cat from the store from the shelter because there was when we were homeless and they they put me in a hotel. She was in the hospital. I think well, anyway, I was down there to get Jonesy out of let's bring him from the Hooskow, and someone was down there with pit bull. It's like, and I tried to hide, and it just eyes rolled back. His nose. This was a hellhound right there, and this kid was struggling to hold him back. I mean, if that leash snapped, you'd have been arrested.
Have you ever seen the show Homestead Rescue?
Yeah.
There's this episode where this woman had her dogs took off feral with well, first she had multiple dogs she went through where they kept disappearing.
Yeah.
The first ones disappeared because they actually later were found just the head left from a mountain lion eating them.
Ooh.
The second set disappeared, and she's like, I don't understand. They're such sweet dogs and stuff because they actually managed to catch video footage of them out with a feral pack attacking people.
Yeah.
And she showed this picture of her and this dog going, it was so sweet. And this pit bull, and it's turned towards her, and it's staring at her face like it's going to eat her, and violent face. And it's like we get this picture going, the pictures like skin crawling. You could see the violence and the evil in this dog's face.
Yeah,
and I don't say this about animals like
yes, I've seen that face. Yeah, that dog that day. That's like, holy fuck.
And it's looking at her
hope
like
the hell that leash does not break or I am fucked right here in front of God.
My mom's looking at this, watching it with me, going, "Holy shit, that thing's about ready to kill her." It's like, yeah.
It's like the clerk better have a trank gun behind the counter there because this thing comes. Ooh. I know they figure they are surrendering this dog, and this dog has not got long to live once he gets in there.
I have seen these people who will do anything to excuse what their precious doggo does, no matter what it does, no matter how violent it gets. It couldn't be something my doggo did wrong. Somebody must have upset it or set it off. It's like
there are reasons. They're not always excuses, though. So there's a point.
Wild animals.
Yeah.
And the first thing is that
what? Why are you interrupting?
Sorry. You remember? Remember when we saw those rescue wolves and you had to take your hat off?
Well, yeah, I was told beforehand that these came out of, at least one came out of sort of an abusive situation. And the guy before had, would tend to wear baseball cap and glasses and, couldn't do much with the beard. But I had, take off the glasses and hat before I went in there in that little room when they had them. And I got along fine. In fact, one of them even nuzzled up, to acknowledge me as the alpha. It's like it was.
There was a case not that long ago here in Iowa that's actually didn't happen. Yeah. It happened on the outskirts of the city. And this is one of the problems with people today. Yeah. This was a woman a little bit older than me who was working as a dog walker who got absolutely ripped apart and eaten by the pit bulls she was walking. Ugh. And the problem with this is what you see with these walkers all the time, who are never supposed to let the dogs walk in front of you. Because that signals to them they're the leader of the pack and it intensifies their desire to attack.
Especially
you see it with people all the time when they're walking their dogs. The dog's running in front of them. They're letting them do whatever. They're in charge. They're the alpha. Yeah. And that means they're more likely to become violent to you or your family. And I'm sorry, I don't care how many people will bitch at me or how much hate you'll get for this. Pit bulls are a violent breed. It's not just their upbringing.
They're certainly equipped for it. I'll put it that way.
They have higher hormones.
Yeah.
They have a more intense medulla. They have a higher aggression center in their brain. They are more prone to violence.
Yeah, I'll give it that much.
You have to be a good handler to work with them, or you will end up breeding ones that's going to be more likely to attack.
Yeah, you got to train them right. If
they are still the majority of violent dog attacks in this country. And there's a reason they're banned in a lot of places. Now, look, there are cats that are more violent than other cat breeds.
Yeah.
They're not likely to kill you if they go violent. But look, Ornery is a mongrel. She's got Mao, Bengal, and Siamese in her. All three of those are very violent cats.
Yes, they are. Especially the Bengal and Siamese part.
And she's got a very aggressive love language. She bites at everything. She boxes and punches you if she doesn't like what you're saying. I mean, and she doesn't think she's being violent. She doesn't think she's being mean to you. She's just showing how she communicates. You have to know how to train them with those behaviors, or they're going to either walk all over you or turn violent.
Yeah. And just go by raw numbers. Labradors bite more people than anything else, but Labradors aren't equipped with very sharp teeth and big old jaws like a pit bull is, or a Rottweiler or something else.
Actually, that's global numbers on that one, and that's because a lot of places ban pit bulls completely. So there's this skewed number in some regions.
Yeah.
If you go by per capita, if you go by the regions where they're allowed, it's always pit bulls that are the most attacked. And guess what the second one is? Dalmatians.
They're very high strung.
They're very high strung because they're all inbred too much.
Yeah.
They're one of the most inbred out there. And so they actually have a very high strung aggression center. It's not, they're not driven to it like a hunting. It's they freak out easy and bite anything near them.
Yeah. I think I'll be inclined to get another Belgian sheepdog just because of, experience with Tiny. The best dog I ever had. Although I'd prefer to get one younger than she was probably 12 years old when I found her. So I only got 3 years out of her.
Yeah, I'm allergic to dogs. I still I don't blame dogs for the bad owners, bad behavior.
Yeah.
I don't blame dogs for the handlers who treat them wrong. In fact, I'm literally pissed when I see these women dragging their little dogs with anxieties all over these businesses and in stores and in person and stuff. You can see the dogs are anxious. You can see them shivering. You can see that the crowds scare them. You can hear them barking and whining because they can't stand it. Those poor things are in misery. Leave them home somewhere safe for do your fucking errands, then go spend time with doggy. Yeah. Because it's not fair to the dog either. It's not just public safety for other people or pets or for service animals, which, by the way, pets in places actually makes it harder for service animals to work and makes it more likely for the service animal to get attacked. Yeah. Which is
kind of, why I do make a point of saying hi to the doggies, and petting them, get them calm down. They're delicate.
But I see this all the time where these women are dragging these dogs around, and you can see the dog is so anxious and so upset and doesn't want to be there. And I'm sitting there. I want to say control the bitch, and I'm not talking about the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I remember.
I know that's terrible to say it that way, but at the same time, it's kind of fucking true.
Yeah.
These bitches have no regard for what they're doing to these poor animals.
Yeah. Oh,
that's a little fox face.
Yeah.
I mean, Guinness was such a sweetie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah, Guinness was cross between. I joked that Guinness is cross between a Rottweiler and a Mini Cooper.
I have so much anxiety with this stuff, though.
Yeah.
Because I deal with this stuff all the time, and I am very allergic.
Yeah.
To these kinds of animals, and I make no secret of the fact that this is a serious, life-threatening situation for me when people drag these animals everywhere.
Yeah.
No secret.
Tell her about when Bear, took you to get Jonesy back from the shelter again.
Well, yeah, friend Bear. When we finally got into into a hotel, and then it's time to finally get Jonesy back from the shelter. Bear is terribly allergic to cats, but he was our only contact at this point, and our car was dead, so he had to be the so he was in a carrier, he's in the back of the thing, and so he went to get him and take him back to our hotel. Never made contact with him. Yeah, but
a lot of people with both dog and cat allergies. Yeah. I have never met anybody with one as intensive reactions as I have. Yeah. Or from as far of a distance. Yeah. And the thing is that
he was out for
develop
next day.
Allergies at any time to anything that causes trauma to your body. I did not react to dogs when I was
Aw.
very little. When I first
Yeah.
got mauled when I was 12, I started
Mm.
reacting to dogs some.
Yeah.
And that one was, it literally jumped me from behind and it tore off the back section of my thigh.
Ugh.
Ew.
I have a massive scar from just under my axe all the way almost to the knee on the backside of my right leg
Yeesh.
Eesh.
from that dog.
Mm.
And that was
Yeah.
12 when that happened, and the scar still looks like that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that was the first time. And I started having some reaction to dogs then.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pit bull mauled me when I was in college. And it
Yeah.
bit the lower part of my left leg so hard that it actually went through and I had a hole through my calf muscles,
Ew.
which healed actually with almost no scar, which is really remarkable. But
At least not
it's still
physical.
muscle damage that took a long time to heal.
Yeah.
But the intensity to the allergic reaction
Mm-hmm.
skyrocketed. And
Yeah.
since the reaction developed to the saliva
Mm-hmm.
both times, it's not the fur, it's not the dander. So there's no such thing as a hypoallergenic dog for me.
It's just the fact there's a dog, and it's like,
Uh-huh.
it's a psychological trigger. It's like,
It's so weird because it's nothing I can control. I
Yeah.
can't I kept reacting the other day in women's group, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm getting sicker and sicker. I can't breathe.
Mhm.
I can't breathe. I can't
Yeah.
breathe. Because the guest that one of the women brought had a service animal. And it
Mhm.
was on the other side, and I couldn't see it from where she was.
Mhm.
So I was getting exposed, and
Mhm.
I wasn't even next to this animal. By the time we got into the small group, I couldn't breathe. I had to go home and medicate for like 6 doses in a row before I could even
Mhm.
sit upright.
So,
And
so the ant, so the, hand wave away, it's just in your mind. That's not exactly a solution. It's like, so what? The reaction is still the same, asshole. Okay.
And I told Bob once that
if it was just in my mind,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had that reaction when I didn't even know the animal was there.
Yeah.
You know,
Something, you picked up something like,
I cannot
got a doggy
psychologically
pheromone.
make my face swell and break out in hives
Yeah.
to make my lungs close.
Yeah.
That's not a psychological response. You know,
Look at, there's things
the box look slightly cleaned up and brightened.
well, we perceive things we don't necessarily recognize. Like I said, you just pick up little doggy pheromones. Oh, hey, there's a dog here. We can't see it, but we know it's here. And then then the mechanics pick up from there.
Well, yeah, and the thing I'm trying to explain to people, just because you develop a reaction to trauma doesn't mean it's just psychological. They'll call it psychological response.
Yeah.
But that also includes medical response. And they can test you and prove these allergies after the fact. So it is a physical allergy you develop.
Yeah.
But they consider it part of the trauma psychological response.
Yeah.
And so they lump it all together. It's like it pisses me off when they call light sensitivity photophobia. Because it's not a fucking phobia. It's not a fear.
Yeah.
It is a physical condition of the eyes and the brain.
Well, it's like, the brain is, the mind, but it's also connected to the body. So yes,
And
psychologically can result in physical manifestations. Okay.
it's also what they call psychological isn't even always psychological. It's they lump all the responses into that because it's a trauma-based issue.
Yeah.
But trauma-based issues can be a biological response too. And when it's that, it's not even psychological at that point. It's your body's chemistry changed its response.
Yeah.
And so there's so much complication to this that people don't understand. There's so many layers of nuance to it. And the best thing I can tell people is just be compassionate. I've had people tell me, you can't be allergic to dogs. You're not allergic to cats.
You be allergic to more than one thing, for fuck's sake. What the hell is that kind of...
I was like, they're not the same animal. They don't give off the same saliva or dander. What do you mean you can't be allergic to one if you're not allergic to the other?
You can have more than one allergy. What the hell?
The whole "Are you in there?" response, right? Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Oh, what do we got? Hold on.
Yep, that one will work. I'll use that one.
There
Let's
we
drop
go.
that on the page. That one can be cropped slightly.
Just a tad.
Yeah, I told Bob once that if we ever get a pug, I'm naming him Frankie.
Yeah, she's fixated on the name. If a dog in a movie's got a name, we're gonna name the name.
Okay.
Yeah, Frankie the Pug in Men in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dog was just so cute.
I don't know. I've never considered pugs cute.
Mm.
They're funny looking.
Yeah, that's what it.
But I mean, so I look at people. I just go, okay, we won't always understand each other.
Any particular funny looking? No, just kind of funny looking.
We're not gonna have the same physical and
Yeah.
emotional responses to things. We're just not as people.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. But just if you don't think something can happen doesn't mean it can't.
No.
If somebody's telling you they have an issue, just be a decent human, respect that what they're telling you, and give them some leeway. Because if worst case scenario, they lied to you, that's on their conscience now. They're the asshole. You accuse somebody of lying. You treat somebody like they're faking when they're going through physical or mental hell. You're the asshole.
Yeah. That's
straight
like,
up.
Do you have a doctorate in this field? No? Shut the fuck up. Okay. Take him at the word, move on, okay? No.
Yeah, well, how about these assholes that, without even one look, just say you're suicidal and try to commit you?
Yeah, and again, it's like, okay, and your degree in psychology came from where?
Steffi!
Dougie.
Yeah, I see. He's cute.
Yeah.
I'm still hearing the phrase "what a bitch" in my head every time I edit a dog photo.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look at that pretty bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I've always figured, that as far as, preferred breed, I want as close to a wolf as I can get without actually getting in there. So I've always done like huskies or malamute type thing.
You remember we thought.
So in that respect, when Tiny came trotting down the street, it's like, okay, when I literally got that dog off the street,
Yeah, but you thought she was a malamute at first.
Well, we're also because she didn't make a noise the whole time. Then someone came to the door, and then she's barking like, okay, well, there goes that theory. Good thing is, she hadn't been brushed out in forever. I don't know how long she was on the streets, but she looked like a damn timber wolf. She had so much hair on her.
All right, so what's the next one? I should try to see if I can edit. That one.
There we go. One. There we go.
And that one's well framed too. I don't have to crop it.
Yeah.
Like, here's doggo. Here's the innocent doggo face. Look at you like, I did it. I don't know what Panther did, but I'm going to find something he did that's really bad.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen this face before. I walk into the hall. He sees me coming. He drops down on all fours, pulls himself back, and biggest sad pussy little guilty face hanging down. All of a sudden turns and bolts the other way. Meow. Like, what the hell did you do? And I hear from the other room. And all of a sudden he starts under the bed. It's like, you little shit, what did you do? There's no way you're doing that for nothing. He knew he was doing something he shouldn't, and I came over and he went, oh shit. Hi, remember you love me, and also bye. Right?
Yeah, the first thing I think of when I see a cat looking at me like that is that scene from what was it, Shrek, I think? Yeah, Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots with the big wide eye. No.
Yeah.
I looked at him and I said, what did you do? And he just ran and hid as soon as I asked him. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? See,
Where's it? Where's the picture?
The clarity in those two images.
Yeah.
Slight edits can make very powerful changes, can't they?
Where's that picture at Tiny? Hold on.
I've done some of these where I'm doing this and people are looking at me and they're going, I can't even hardly tell the difference between all the different stages. It's like, it should be very faint, subtle, a little tweak, a little tweak, a little tweak. And then when you add them together, it does look different, but it still looks like the same photo also. That's the proper way to do it, because you don't want to lose what's actually there. You just want to enhance it slightly.
Yeah, I've seen a picture of Judge Janine Pirro's dogs. Oh God,
Yeah,
oh,
she's got poodles. Yeah. Let me show you a quick little thing here, tiny.
And how's that?
There's my girl. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I found her literally on the street.
So how's that look?
There we go.
yeah. And your mother was all against having a dog.
Well, she knew, get it. No, it's like, thing is, they took her down to Max Fun, but thing is, they didn't have room for a dog that size. And they put on, she's clearly already bonded to you, so really, can you just take her home? They even gave us a brush. They can finish brushing her out because they were busy brushing her, just gibble gobs.
That face, look at those eyes.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what?
Oh yeah.
You're still
That's
here?
the guilty.
Yeah.
That's a guilty face. And that's a coyote in a pen.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it and it gave me that look, and I'm sitting there wondering, what is it hiding that it thinks it's guilty for having?
Yeah.
Probably found something the zoo handlers don't want it to have, huh? And it knows better, so it's sitting there going,
yeah.
Don't tell on me. Don't narc on me. Look at how cute I am.
Yep.
You don't want to narc on me. Right?
Yeah. Let me bring that
I'm
back
lovely. You love me. Right? This one can actually be made a tall image, I think. I think it'll actually look good that way. I'm getting good with this thing, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, practice makes perfect. The more you play with it, the more you get it. Yeah.
I've heard that said before, but never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how Scott started out with his photography. Just trial and error.
I found one here. Patrick Stewart's comment about Richard didn't want to see Galaxy Quest because he heard it was making fun of Star Trek. But then Jonathan Frakes said, "No, you have to see this movie. Go see it on Saturday night with a full theater." And he did. And like, it was brilliant. No one laughed louder, harder than he did. But it's the idea that the ship was saved and all the heroes in the movie were saved simply by the fact that there were fans who didn't understand the scientific principles in which the ship worked. It was absolutely wonderful. It was both funny and also touching, and that it paid tribute to the dedication of these fans.
Oh, honey, you remember how they told the actors playing Thermians how to go about it?
Oh yeah. And pretty much, Enrico Morricone. It was like
Enrico Colantoni.
Colantoni. He was doing the voice on there and walking with the arms, moving the same thing as the legs. And the director said, "Do what he's doing."
Does that?
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah.
Doggo, 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 doggo.
I mean, Enrico has done so much stuff that a lot of people don't even know about. Like playing Veronica's dad and Veronica Mars. And he also played J. Edgar Hoover in the Kennedys miniseries. Damn, nice.
I am so exhausted at this point. I don't know. I'm losing my brain a little bit, but I mean, so I did some doggo photos. I did some work at least.
I want to see some pussy.
Oh, get over yourself.
What can I say?
You
I
might
like
be a
cats.
little obsessed with pussy.
Like I said, Steph, reach down and grab. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, shut up, asshole.
Hmm.
I want the four-legged variety. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
And like I always say, honey, I miss Harlow's incessant yowling at night.
Harlow being our friend, our kid sister's cat, so she was staying here for a while.
Yeah, because
Oh.
Mackie was still moving her stuff into the new apartment, and she just left Harlow with us for a while. And every night I'd get up to go to the bathroom, all of a sudden I'd hear this.
And Harlow was out front singing the songs over people.
And then she'd
Okay,
come into the
let's see.
bathroom and actually let me cuddle her for a few seconds.
Now, mind you, this is a cat that doesn't really cuddle or even
Yeah.
get in lap. Doesn't even want to get in anybody's lap.
But she's let me cuddle her.
All right, what am I looking for
Probably because
here?
she missed mommy.
Garden trucks. Come on. Make. Looking for
I'm
forage.
trying to figure out where I put this damn photo.
Yeah, I remember when she and Mackie first got back from the Netherlands. Oh my god! Yeah, like she shot out of that carrier like a bullet out of a gun.
Well, she'd been on a thing since the Netherlands, so yeah.
And I was thinking she'd still be stoned from all the stuff that Mackie gave her to.
That only lasts for so long, dear. Okay, let's see what we got here. Sort by lowest first. Come on.
Yeah, with Mackie, it was like, they had the thing where she could stay with us for up to 2 weeks, and then we'd have to put her on the lease. We just put her on the lease right away because,
It's dumb. But he actually just about got out of here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, ooh, that's not good.
It was just easier to have her on the lease in case it took her a bit longer to find an apartment.
Yeah. Now, dinking around here on Facebook Marketplace looking for a Ford Fusion. It's like, oh, only 40, only 1,200. Yeah, it's missing the front end. Oh, I don't think so.
No.
Then we got
Go
a
through
20.
a dealer, dear.
I well, this is just, just seeing what's out there, though.
I bet you I can show something that'll make Steffi feel better.
Kitty.
Aww. Is that Henry?
Yes.
That's Henry.
Aww.
So's that. Look at her.
Oh, she is such a little ham.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, there's attention to be had?
Mm-hmm.
Let me be completely ridiculous. You love me.
Oh, yes. I love you, Henri.
She's not in the room.
Not even so.
Wow, we got a 2013 Ford Fusion hybrid. Car in very good condition. Only thing wrong is the transmission problems. Oh, gee, that's all?
This is also called arrogance face.
More like resting bitch face.
Oh, smugness is coming up.
Oh, no, that's not her normal resting face. That was intentional smugness. Here's some of her arrogance. Hey, you're trying to get stuff done. Watch me do this. I reckon it's what you're trying to do. She crashes everything.
Yeah.
Because she's a spoiled little shit.
Yeah.
I get sick, and hubby gets pictures like this.
Aww.
Where I pass out, she tries to cheer me up.
Mm-hmm.
So it evens out, right?
Yeah. I am seeing more and more fusions hitting the market
It evens out.
under
You want to start
10,000.
threatening him to go away?
Ooh,
Go away.
toe beans! I like toe beans.
What?
The padding on Ornery's paws.
Oh, okay.
They call them toe beans over on Reddit.
That's nice. Okay.
One of the greatest pictures ever. He's
Okay,
lecturing
so
her and
story on
she's
this
licking
one.
his finger while he does it.
Mm-hmm.
As he lectures her, she's
Yeah.
look
You should post
at
that
his
on
finger.
Reddit.
He's looking at her like, what's the crap wrong with you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You should post that in Reddit on cute guys with cats.
How's he supposed to lecture her while she's doing this?
Yeah. I was looking at his finger.
Lick his finger, nuzzle his head.
Hmm.
You can see him starting to laugh, trying to chew her out. Like, I give up. And then she climbs down, starts nuzzling all over him and poking him.
Of course, she's a cat.
Like, I will get you to forget I was making you mad. You will give me all kinds of attention. Watch this.
Mm. See what the story on this one is here.
I'm trying to figure out. I know I have it here somewhere. I know I took those damn pictures. I don't
Why
know.
you show me a picture of a truck?
There it is.
The fuck?
She says she wants Kitty. How's this qualify?
Aww,
That's a confused.
gorgeous.
Oh. Yeah. And probably the size of a medium-sized dog.
That's in the wild.
Yeah.
Hey, Parrot Head.
Yeah, they're not small.
That was
And-
Christmas Eve last year.
Okay, what's the story on this one here?
I have this tendency. I go for photo drives with my husband on Christmas Eve every year. Every year I get something insane that I don't usually get on Christmas Eve. The year before, I got pictures of the juvenile eagle carrying off a prairie dog.
Yeah, there's this one gal I used to work with at Sam's Club, and I always called her Tazzer for one reason.
She came from
Where she was
Tasmania.
from. Yeah.
Look at that face.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I can take you.
Like, I
Let's
got
see
Go ahead.
what happens if I drop that into this editor and what I can do with it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't messed with that one yet. Haven't.
This would be a good one. I'll mark that one.
This is what you call resting bitch face on a cat.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. I'll fuck you up, bitch face.
Mm-hmm.
The bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, come on. You didn't
Okay,
even
this
remember
is-
what Melon's phrase he came up with the other day on the stream sandwich. You're slacking.
Oh,
I,
God.
I can't
Ow.
even remember what the phrase was either. It was Melon something, and Parrot was making fun of me with it.
I forget what it was, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like
last time
trying to be reminiscent of that, but he's slacking and he's not getting it right because you lazy parrot.
It's 5 demerits.
yeah, the last time I saw a resting bitch face.
Don't make me break Kermit out, okay?
Yeah, last time I saw a resting
Demerits?
bitch
Are you
face,
Aloysius
that
now?
was, hey! Yeah, last time I saw a resting bitch face like that was in that abortion that they called the Fantastic. Yeah, Kate Mara.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Ton of demerits to the Gryffindor.
You do realize what I was referring to with Aloysius, right?
Not entirely.
It was from my childhood. It was
Okay.
it was part of Garfield's show.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a know-it-all little pig who's always running around giving everyone demerits, trying to take over the show.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I didn't really watch that one much.
My childhood. My
Yes.
childhood.
By which point I'm already 20. So Like, yes, I was still watching cartoons by then, but not as much and not as intently. So, oh god.
I mean, Garfield and Friends ran from 88 to 95. That was my childhood.
I was 24.
Remind me that you're old and ancient. I don't mind. Makes me feel younger.
Uh-huh.
So does the umpteen comments I always get from everybody. You're not that old when I tell them my age. It's like, you're right. I lied to you. I'm not that old yet. It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm telling the truth, but if you really don't want to believe that I'm that old, it's kind of flattering. So I guess I'll accept that you don't believe it. How's that starting to look? Who loves pussy? I mean.
Yep, that's a cat. Kind of with a spotlight there. All right, I need
I stole it from you.
Yeah, that looks like you when somebody pisses you off on Twitter.
I don't get pissed on Twitter. I toy with them. That face is reserved for friends.
Yeah.
Or for anybody who tries to fuck with my friends and wants to fuck around and find out. That phrase exists for a reason. Fuck around and find out, bitches.
And Kermit has developed a tracheotomy all of a sudden. The seam is really
What?
Got a bit of a split in the seam right here in his throat. I'm going to do something about that before it gets worse. Helps me breathe.
Oh, God.
Back to work. You work? Someone actually employs you?
Yes. Isn't that frightening?
Yes. That he's actually on somebody's payroll. Man, I just finally get him back, and now I already got to do surgery on the poor guy. I can fix that though. Just get some green thread. Have you back in no time. We're good. Oops.
Here you can actually see the scenery around him.
Yeah.
He's up on the rocks on the cliff face. Yeah. He was right behind the car. He wasn't even that far from me. We come around the corner. As soon as we come around the corner, my husband's stopping. We're staring up the hill. He's not moving. He's doing that thing where they try to pretend to be a rock and the head's slowly moving to see if anybody's buying it or if they need to flee.
Yeah.
And as he's doing that, I'm just snap, 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 snap. Get the damn pictures before you notice this. Right. So look at the size of those paws for the size of the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Those things can fuck you up.
Oh, yeah. They also work like snowshoes, too. So they don't go into snow. Yeah.
Bobcat. Bobcat. I love bobcats. I've always loved bobcats. I had to show you that since she said she wanted pussy. She always wants pussy. You know, I wouldn't think she was straight the way she talks.
Yeah, you want to keep doing that. I'll dig up pictures of Indy and you'll get plenty of them.
Oh, shut up, asshole. The only pussy I want is the four-legged variety.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
but you're always making these umpteen comments about, where's the pussy? I want pussy. It's like, come on, girl. You're walking into the bad jokes at this point.
You're inviting them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're telling me, torture me, make fun of me, tease me.
She just wrapped up her live stream about an hour ago. So,
yeah, there's one particular breed I've kind of fallen in love with, as far as cats go. And that is the Maine Coon.
Okay, so this is a long story why I have pictures of cygnets in a box. Okay, so I actually showed up. Okay, I've known these swans for years. They're the active ones that take care of at the Cedar Memorial. I showed up actually in time to actually watch some of the cygnets hatching. And after I took pictures of them for a while, I went over to where the handlers were because they have to check their health, make sure they're okay, pin feather and stuff immediately, so they don't cause them a lot of pain as their nerves get more stronger over the first few hours.
Yeah.
So as the handlers were doing this stuff with the cygnets, and they're holding the cygnets, and Mommy and Daddy Swan are right here at the edge of the fence against us. They held the cygnet out towards me to look at it, and Mama actually nudged their hands towards me. They actually let me hold the babies.
Oh.
Aww.
Well, if
I'm not talking to the handlers. The parents let me hold the babies.
Yeah, that's not a vote of confidence. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
And I got to hold the newly hatched cygnets.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a big soft spot towards those pictures. Even though you can see a little of the blood, even though you can see what they went through with medical checks and stuff. Yeah, I have a big soft spot to those pictures.
Yeah.
And I have some great swan shots. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love my interactions with swans. The thing is, the mute swans are the ones that are tame. These, however, are the rarest swan. They're trumpeters. They only have a few thousand in the world. There was a point where they're down to almost double digit. They were in the low hundreds.
And they've been known to kill people.
Trumpeters are much bigger than mutes. They're also more docile, but if they get violent, it's because they feel absolutely cornered.
Yeah. And those wings can kill. Yeah.
Oh.
The first time I found the trumpeters in migration, I didn't even know they migrated through this back road. I came around the corner. This was a few years ago. And I pulled over and stopped because the field beside me was just filled with all these white birds. And they're just flying in circles all around me. And I got to stand there and interact with them. And it's just crazy. Look at the geese swimming, flying with them and stuff. But it's just the things you get. Because you get these shots like this here. But they're just flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, thankfully, they do breed prodigiously. So, once they're left alone.
And then you got the cygnets from the ones that these are the babies I got to hold. Look at that. It was a bittersweet year because we lost half of the babies to a freaking owl. Which attacked the mama too. It actually hurt her leg for a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get
and then the owl showed up one day when I was visiting, and as soon as you heard it hoot, Mama pulled back on all kinds of stuff. She was going in front of me to stop the owl from getting close to me. She didn't know it would attack humans. All she knew is this thing had gone after her family, and the human she liked was here, so she was going to make sure it didn't attack me too. I'm like, okay, I've got an attack swan. I didn't know that was a thing. There's a long history with me and these swans, and the first year I was working as a photographer in 18, I went back in the middle of the night because the memorial cemetery is open all day, all night. There was this massive storm, and there was reports of flooding and fence breaking and damaging winds and trees down all over the town. I had this weird feeling, and I went back to the memorial. It was like 11:30 at night. And I get in there, and the little river stream that feeds the pond they're in had flooded over and pushed this broken tree into the fencing and created this hole. Just big enough for the babies to get out and not the parents. The babies were outside the fence, and the parents were bleating in pain, trying to get out. So I spent a while rounding up the babies and nudging them back from the hole into the fence, and then closing up the hole in the fence and reporting it. And ever since then, Mama and Daddy Swan do not like anything to not be nice to me. Other people aren't allowed near me, anything. They've had people come up to me and they bite them.
Oh, boy.
They're protective of me to this almost psycho level ever since then. Because I rescued their babies.
I remember this one apartment complex we used to live in that, every winter, the geese would come down, and those were the most ill-tempered motherfucking birds on the earth.
Well, Canada geese are that way anyway, okay? They're the same thing around here. You see,
So there was this incident the other day, okay? Now, I haven't gotten to visit them much this year and interact with the babies much this year because I wasn't here most of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go see how they were doing. They had 2 babies this year. At least that's how many they still have. They're mostly grown now, but they don't know me. The babies don't know me. They haven't interacted with me.
Yeah.
So the babies are uncomfortable around me yet. They're trying to figure out who I am.
Yeah.
I walk up to the fence and start to say hi to the parents. And one of the babies starts hissing at me, and the dad sits around and hisses at the baby and whacks it with the wing. And the baby just goes,
okay.
Didn't make another
Never
sound.
mind.
Absolutely nice to me the rest of the time. I was like, Daddy, shut up, you don't know what you're doing. Right?
There we go.
I was like, oh. And I'm just sitting there going, well, I guess it said something. They love me enough.
Means you're part of the flock, okay?
Aww.
Look at the baby walking through the little waiting area.
I need something to drink. Hold on.
Like, well, that says something. Well, to smack its own baby for me. Right?
You're keeping me up too, honey, so
What?
you might as well get me something to drink.
Ow, 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 ow,
Ow.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Ow.
I need to breathe anyway. Okay. Ow. I'm gonna need some chocolate milk. What do you want?
What?
I'm gonna need some chocolate milk.
Strawberry.
Want some light?
Yes, please. Let there be light. Oh.
So, yeah, that's a kind of funny story because it does tell you how much they love me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the weird thing. I go around to all these places and I've literally got animal friends that I visited all these different places.
Mm-hmm.
My friends tell me that's because you're a fucking Disney princess. It's like, thanks.
Oh boy.
To be fair, I actually have been known to walk through the woods singing to the animals and have them come over and visit me. My God, I wish I could deny that, but.
Oh. I remember one of the friendliest dogs that I ever met when I was down in Florida before coming out here to Colorado was this greyhound rescue that used to walk around our neighborhood. That was the sweetest dog. He'd just come up to me and let me pet her and nuzzle my hand and everything.
It does crack me up. I've gained this notoriety with people where I go around town and people comment on me and the animals. Like, oh, there she is. There's the one. Yeah, there's the one I was telling you about. As soon as they say that, I always giggle because I know what they mean. That's the crazy bitch that's always hanging out with the animals, right?
I remember a story about when, Johnny Carson had, I think it was either Joan Embry or Jack Hanna on late night, and, well, this one snake got into his shirt and started licking at his nipples. And then a monkey reached down and pulled down his zipper. Yeah.
Well, many things happen that beyond, just someone reaching down and pulling down Johnny's zipper.
Signet. I'll wait to switch to another picture.
Oh, Lord. No.
Signet. let me save this real quick.
No,
These are in
that was part of
2000.
the attraction. Whenever Joan Embry would show up on the Tonight Show, was what's the animal going to do with Johnny this time? And of course, there's one thing with Lemur just kind of scrambled up on top of his head and then took a whiz.
You
And Johnny's just sort of sitting there like best Jack Benny impression, and just as his, clearly his head is now wet.
okay.
Yep.
So, have you ever seen the footage of when she performed the Pretty Little Dolly with Carson on his show?
On who now?
Mona, I always forget how to pronounce her last name. The Pretty Little Dolly, the Demented Christmas song. She actually performed live on his show.
I missed
you
that.
You watch this clip. I will send you this clip. And when she starts doing parts like, and she screams in realistic pain when you break her leg. And he's sitting there going, break her leg. And you can see him mouthing this stuff, and his handler is like, what the crap did you bring on my show? And then halfway through the show, he keeps going like, and like, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this. And then at the end of it, she goes, don't break a little girl's heart. Don't forget this Christmas, the pretty little dolly is the present you must leave. Remember that, fat boy. Bring that kid if you want to see. And as soon as she hit that part, he just starts laughing hysterically.
I'll tell you, one of the classic episodes, though, and at least for a while, the entire episode was up on the official, channel for the Tonight Show stuff. But it was like the guests were Dom DeLuise, Burt Reynolds, and Art Carney. And there's a sketch from whatever comedy troupe that Fred Willard was a part of at the time. And it just went from insanity to it kept getting crazier and crazier. This is back when I think it was live. It wasn't taped at 5 in the afternoon. It was late at night, so they're already getting kind of goofy at that point. But it starts with Dom DeLuise doing one of these little trick, routine where he's like, you take the glasses of water, put a tray on it, and then balance these eggs on some matchbooks, and then knock the tray out of the way, and the eggs drop into the thing. But the fact you had eggs present, it turned into an egg fight rather quickly. I started with actually, with Johnny taking an egg, putting it in Dom DeLuise's pant pocket and smashing it, and Dom taking an egg and stuffing it down in front of Johnny's pant, smashing it, and then they're throwing eggs at Ed, and Ed's,
As no picture until you click on it.
As they're getting back to the, sit back down because like we gotta get Burt Reynolds over. We're totally that. Ooh, that's a weird feeling.
One thing about trumpeters is they like hanging out in the snow because they can camouflage in it. So they don't fly away from the winter unless it gets really, really bitter. But I'm trying to go through this because I know somewhere in this folder I actually have pictures of the hatching period.
Let me see if I can find that because I did download as much as I could of the clips, but then to put the entire thing up.
You're not going to try to use another clip after what happened last time, are you?
No, I'm not going to. No, because that would just come and got banned. This will be behind the scenes. We'll do it afterward, but
I'll play the Pretty Little Dolly for you afterwards.
Oh, okay.
There's be incentive for us to end the stream relatively soon because that's a funny ass clip. I mean, look at this stuff here, and you see the birds flying all together. It's really funny because you get the swans and geese flying together, and you get crazy shots.
Dom DeLuise.
Just swans laying around in the snow.
And Art Carney. Good thing I'd seen clips. I'd totally forgotten Art Carney was on the show. I never watched that thing. Maybe went to bed. There we are.
How's that one?
Oh, nice.
Okay, there it is. What? What I miss?
That's a different type of money shot. I mean,
Speaking of porn, yeah.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't resist that inappropriate joke.
From
I'm a bad girl. I need punch.
1974. That
That doesn't help with this topic, right?
September 20. We're actually on vacation at the time, but because I remember seeing it in a hotel. It was a travel lodge. But let's see.
Look at babies.
I will put that here. I will put this in the big chat. Right. Yeah. So you folks can catch this repeat and watch it later. Yeah. And then I'll put it up here in private chat so you can think on it later. But like Burt Reynolds comes out with a can of whipped cream and it just gets bizarre at that point.
I don't know. Have I taken a lot of pictures of swans?
Nah, you probably used some more there. It's like eventually Art Carney comes out and it's like he pants down. I got like a total, but it's like you've been sitting back there going, how am I going to follow this crap?
Hmm.
It is very hard to get pictures of them in the snow. Because white is one of the hardest things for a camera to focus on, and you've got white birds against white background.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to get crystal clear photos. So the good ones you hoard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no birds here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. It's so cool. Mm-hmm. Look at trumpeters in flight.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool to actually get to experience that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're such a rare bird. Most people will never experience it. Yeah. This is during the hatching time. You see the ones hatching and her hatching here.
Yeah.
But there's a picture here I've got to find. I've got to find it. Because it is actually...
They're not ugly ducklings. They're kind of cute.
They're adorable. The whole ugly duckling story is stupid.
Okay. I find out something besides Coke to drink today. Yeah.
Okay, so try to get the right picture here. I hate when it takes a while to focus when I'm switching between them.
Yeah. Get back to the regular comment here.
First of all, I think this is the one I'm looking for here. Mm-hmm. You can actually see the babies all try to cuddle up against her. You can see the egg down here underneath as she's still hatching them. And look at baby looked at the camera and tried to hide from it. Yep. It's like, what's that, mama? And she just went like that, like, oh,
trying to steal my soul. Okay, I don't think I actually downloaded this one.
I thought I was supposed to make the offensive Indian jokes here.
I'm gonna go and steal this one now.
And you can see there's a lot of pictures during the hatching time here. I'm looking for a few of these though here. First of all, here are the babies as they're hatching. You can actually see that some of them are wetter than others because they're fresher out of the eggs.
No, that's true.
They're just precious little things getting born, huh?
I'm now. I'm just. And my download is not quite. I know it's better than 360.
I know there's a specific picture I'm looking for. It should be there.
Well, maybe.
I know what I'm looking for. I just gotta find it.
I get this 480. Okay, fine. I'll go with 480.
Okay.
I'm still remembering
by the way,
that I actually caught two horses mating for the first time. And God, I can't unsee that.
That doesn't top watching two bison males try to mate with each other. Trust me, that doesn't top it.
Gay buffalo.
And there was the one time when I was watching this documentary on killer whales. And I got a rather, shall we say,
Got to
close
see
view.
really Free Willy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He was breaching and his schlong was hanging out.
And you got to see that truly is the definition of the word dork. It means whale dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, here's some pictures of me helping with the handlers while they were pin feathering and cleaning them up.
Mm-hmm. Aww.
Yeah,
I know people think that's cruel. It doesn't cause that much pain. It's a very numb piece of the body.
Yeah.
It bleeds some, but they don't even make a sound when you do it. They don't react.
Yeah.
It's not painful like it looks like it would be. And it helps keep them safe in the pen where they won't get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll get separated from mama and have something happen to them. It's not as mean as it looks. Fair description?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have had people go, how could you have helped with that? It's like, because it keeps them safe, actually.
Mm-hmm.
When did it come out? Sometimes it sucks trying to get pictures in a nest from a distance when there's twigs and leaves everywhere because you get these blurs.
Yep.
And then you just gotta dig through the photos and see which ones came out.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not one of those people that acts like I never make a mistake or never have a misclick.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the babies in her mama's wing.
Yeah.
Aww.
See, I'm very good at knowing how to melt Steffi, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like this, they're all cuddling up to mama.
I mean, she's an easy mark, but still. Yeah.
He just called you an easy mark, girl.
Hey, asshole.
That echoed too really well.
Her standard response when she knows I'm right.
I just have to point out that she said, hey, asshole, and it echoed so beautifully. I heard it 3 times.
Hey. You're being mean, honey.
Steph. Baby's following mama.
Aww.
Should I show you guys a video from my channel?
Might as well.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 sec here. Let's stop this screen share a sec. I gotta find which one it is here a sec. I've got to get the correct video here for this. This is
lean back my back. Oh.
But because I have a lot of videos, it's gonna take a moment to go back to it because it's one of my older ones. So.
No, in the wild we pay us something from my childhood and why we call all late night TV shows are crap.
Okay, first, while I'm looking for this, I'm actually going to do this so people can see just how much cool stuff I have here. Look at some of this stuff. Oh, there's one that'll melt Steffi. Let's watch this real quick and then I'll go to the next. Steffi, look. Look, Steph.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You realize she's not actually there, right? It's the video. Like I said,
know, but
I said easy mark. Okay.
She's just so goddamn cute.
And she
Shut up,
knows it.
asshole.
Yeah, and she knows it. That's the thing. Look at that face. That's
Yeah.
I know I'm cute and
yeah.
wonderful. Look at me. Love me. Rub my belly.
Yes.
That look like if you stop, I'll claw you.
Yes, you get to live another day. Okay.
I got my scritches.
Yeah.
I'm happy to
Stroke
eat.
that pussy.
This is why people can't have serious conversations with you, Stephanie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you always go there.
Hey,
There's the kitty.
yes, I was watching one night, and they were going to a house to check on somebody, and I find this
Okay.
cat coming out of there with blood on his paws, and she looks at Gibbs and says, "What should we do with the pussy?" Then waits a beat and says, "Cat."
They got a lot of mileage out of Ziva not quite getting English. Quite right.
Look at all these amazing animal things.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want to subscribe to a channel like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to throw in the shameless self-promotion.
Once upon a time, we'd have 1 million subscribers by
Tiger
now.
Cubs playing.
Yeah.
Look, I actually have a video here that shows how to do the shaded flowers I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think before the apocalypse, you'd be doing, gangbusters right now.
Mm-hmm. Raccoon raiding a bird feeder. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I know what clip I'm looking for, and I know what it should be named.
Mm-hmm.
That was a camera play I did. Ornery's Ghost Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Aww.
Watch the baby. Watch the babies. Wee!
I think that one just tried to moon the camera. Just lifted up the
That one's having fun. That one's having a ball.
Isn't that precious? You can hear the water flowing in the little river behind
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Aren't they precious?
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite, animal interactions in my entire life is when I got to pet a dolphin.
Mm.
We have some crazy clips of them flipping and spinning and showing off testing the little wings and all that stuff with it.
Yeah.
See that stuff like that. Those are great videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just start posting links to them. Don't rely on YouTube to do your
I'm
promotion.
not good at promoting myself. Have you not figured that out yet? Especially since I'm shamelessly ditzy.
Don't just say a lot. Just post the links in them. Post them up on Twitter and Facebook and usual places.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I usually with my videos, I just mass upload a program and post for weeks, and I don't even remember half the time when they're going up. I'm busy or I'm out doing photos or I'm doing something else, and it's like, and then I realize, I've been sharing things and I didn't, and it's already passed, and it's just so hard for me.
That's why I generally hit premiere on these things when I'm uploading them. Just to get some kind of promotion in case I forget to post
work to do a premiere with less than 2 minutes of footage.
Whatever, just to get the word out there.
It's successful on my channel to do it that way.
I almost got this thing ready to done. Finished.
And there's one animal at the Denver Zoo that I still have yet to see. And that's a capybara.
It's in one of the tropical things. We're talking about South America. Yeah, it's a giant, big couple of them, I think, are capybaras in there. And it's
looks like a big oversized guinea pig.
It is a big oversized guinea pig. Guinea pig was the size of a Saint Bernard. There we go.
And I remember a picture I saw
There we
of
go.
this bunch of guinea pigs in a
Where is
cage, and right in the middle is a capybara.
There we are.
And you got these cute little guinea pigs running around, and there's their oversized
Okay,
cousins.
where are you? Carson, there we are. Okay. Hmm.
You see it?
Yeah.
I've got better.
All right.
First of all, do I have them on this one? Or is it different years folder? I think it's
put this in the
before
proper
this
folder
one.
here.
Yeah, it's before this one. Is it really all the way back in 19? Holy cow.
Okay, let's put this where it belongs.
One of the only non-nocturnal owls.
There we go. Okay. So actually, now that I have it downloaded, I don't need the link. Yeah. And he's like, what?
Vicious little bastards kill the prairie dogs and then take their homes for their own.
Yeah. You're kind of a Joe Pesci thing. I'm thinking, what? Do I amuse you? What? My clown? What? Come on.
They're called burrowing owls, and they were for a while endangered, and they're actually starting to come back. And they're trying to deny now that they kill prairie dogs, and I've literally watched one rip off a prairie dog's head.
No, yeah, that's how they do their thing, okay? They're not going to burrow on their own. They'll take over the burrow that's already built for them.
It's called intelligence.
The circle of life.
Well, they're trying to claim beavers don't eat fish now. Well, no, that's bullshit.
What? Well,
They're really trying to deny the nature cycles.
They think they live on fish, or they think they live on wood? Come on.
They're trying to change what the natural cycle actually is so they can deny the whole cycle of life thing.
That's why they build the dams for their own little personal fishing hole.
Foxy.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Don't need to do much of that one at all.
This is the thing. I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But get this through your heads, people. Nature's not docile.
No.
It's not kill or be killed. It's brutal cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen nocturnal, night cam footage of a mountain lion and a deer just walking by side, because mountain lion wasn't hungry and the deer felt, well, he ain't hunting, so we're fine.
Yeah, I remember the
changes
time
where,
a raccoon tried to walk up to me while I was out on the back patio at the old house smoking.
Yeah. Oh, I had some fucking bold ass raccoons to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the first year I saw all the trumpeter swans. Back in 19, and
yeah.
I'm standing there, bitter cold snow wind, and taking these photos. It's literally negative like 15 or so. Bitter wind and bits of snow flying, and I'm taking these photos with everything I have while my hands are shaking holding the metal camera. Because I wasn't bundled up. I wasn't expecting to go outside. I was doing a short drive and going to my women's room. I was going to park right next to the door and be inside. So I wore a jacket.
Yeah.
Because that's all I needed for that. And I didn't want to bundle up. But I saw them. And I had to get pictures. So I'm standing out in the bitter cold, no gloves, taking pictures with this metal camera trying to freeze my fingers. Because I'm going to get these fucking pictures. But look at these shots of all the birds flying all around me. It doesn't look that cold because it was just starting to snow a little.
Yeah.
And it didn't look that as cold as it was. It was so bitter cold that
Oh
day.
yeah.
It was like, I get in the car and I just blared the heater and just started holding my fingers like this, like thaw, 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 thaw. You know. Look at that though.
Oh wow.
How many chances are you going to get for that kind of interaction
Oh yeah.
with one of the rarest freaking waterfowls out there?
Yeah.
You know? And they're all over the field. You can see them all through the dead crops.
Yeah.
And I had to. It was so worth it. I sat there going, ow, 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 ow. It's worth it. And that shot.
Oh yeah.
People don't know the kind of stupid ass crazy stunts I've done to get pictures and how much I actually push my body to the limits. I'm not some docile little disabled chick who sits around going, somebody help me.
No.
No, I go out there. Let me put you this way. I'm streaming while I'm driving around searching for photos, right? I'm on stream with Richard sitting there because this was back before he lost his dad and he streamed with me all the time.
Yeah.
I pull up and look up this cliff face beside me and go, there's eagles up on the top of that. From the computer, I hear, don't you fucking dare try and climb that in the sides. And I can see people in chat typing that in too.
Don't do it.
Oh boy.
And I'm sitting there going, but eagles. Don't you fucking dare, woman. I'll call your husband. I was like, tells you how much my friends know me. I mean, they're like, don't you fucking try, woman. It's like, but eagles at the top. I can climb up and get them.
No.
I can do it.
That's why God made telephoto lenses.
But it couldn't zoom far enough.
Oh, God.
This is where he's going, God, woman, one of these days you're going to kill yourself.
But it'll be a spectacular picture, yeah.
I get lectured by my friends, by Richard.
It might be a picture of an eagle lunging for you, but...
What the hell is up with Richard these days?
Taking care of his mother full time, so it doesn't online much.
Probably chasing sheep. All right.
He's British, not Welsh.
Plenty of sheep in England too. Okay.
Oh, speaking of animals, just wait till you see what our buddy Steamy is sending me.
Oh yeah. Isle of Man issues little, coins with them cats on them with a no tail, So he managed to get one before he moved back onto England itself.
Who did you say is doing this?
This guy on Twitter that we befriended through this whole indie nonsense.
Which one?
Steamy Dreaming.
Yeah, I talked to him a bit.
He's
I followed him a while back. He comes onto my stuff and sends support and
he shows up here once in a while too, under a different name. But yeah, I had him on the stream one time just to. So no, we are not the same person. So all these accusations of me, no. Okay.
Yeah,
I watched like 60 people were all saying that he was you and attacking him and stuff. And then all of a sudden, when that's proven to be false, they're all going, nobody said that.
Yeah, I know. It's
like you fucking
really
lying twat.
You forget the people that there's a record. Okay. You can follow the threads back in only 2 bit. Bullshit, 2 bit. He was jumped on immediately. It didn't say 2 words on there. What? Who the hell's Bob? I'm sorry you walked into something here, but it's we got a situation.
And he probably would have actually easily fallen on their side and believed them if they hadn't been such twats to him.
Probably, yeah. Because he was just looking for a friend, and it's like.
But he's a nice guy.
Oh yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Talking to him a bit. And he comes in and says sweet things about my work I'm doing and how nice I am and stuff. And it's really nice to see somebody positive for once on my feeds instead of all the normal haters and twats.
Yeah, he's going through a bit of a patch because his mom just died from massive stroke. The rest of the family is still doesn't want much to do with him. Only his sister's on his side. They're giving her lots of shit too. But he's Buck. And one thing that kind of helped out me and him bond is mutual love of Only Fools and Horses. British sitcom.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's apparently over 6 foot, and I'm my height, so we were to get together, it would be a Dell and Rodney situation.
Or Mutt and Jeff.
Yeah.
Keep reminding me that I'm surrounded by short nerds.
Yeah, and they're throwing a few out there. Chennai Brothers next year will be millionaires.
Yeah, speaking of Only Fools and Horses, tell her about the new Frasier.
Oh yeah, one of the guys from Nicholas Lyndhurst who played Rodney. He's in there as a different character. One of Frasier's associates.
Yeah, he's actually doing his own accent too.
Yeah, they didn't make him do an American. Well, so I just.
No Bulldog, huh?
No, they're in Boston. They're in Boston. He's moved back to Boston to try and connect with Freddie, who dropped out of Harvard and is now a fireman. And Paul Chad has been doing reviews. Said episode 3 is funnier. It's getting better. He's still not quite sure about the Freddie character. That something's just not there. But it's getting better. That's interesting, Duck. Yeah.
Those are female wood ducks.
Huh.
That's the female.
Wow.
No, the markings around the eyes are kind of glaring.
The males, if I can figure out if I have any in this folder or if they're in the other one. The males are very brightly colored. This is just females and babies in this folder. So one sec here. I should have the other ones in this folder.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a male.
Wow.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
The males are actually closest related to mandarins. But they are a native duck to Iowa here. I can actually photograph them out at the ponds.
We had a mallard pair that took up residence in our backyard for a while.
Aren't these guys just beautiful, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of
how many people get that kind of a shot?
Yeah.
Isn't that how Ducky got his nickname on NCIS?
Well, yeah, last name of Mallard. Yeah. Of course, I didn't stop him from constantly making the Karyakin jokes throughout the years. Like apparently, even his last appearance when he was supposedly doing a Skype call back to remember this guy had done it. They're talking about some guy who picked up an alias from an old TV show, Karyakin. Yeah, I remember that show. Good one.
Wood
duck. God, I miss David McCallum.
Yeah.
Look at the wood duck.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
They sleep.
Yeah.
When they're sleeping, they're easier to get pictures of. I mean.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like when it comes to animals, the male of the species is always the prettiest one.
Well, they're the more because the females generally need to be camouflaged to protect the nest.
Yeah.
Almost. There are exceptions, but generally, yeah. That's a white-necked raven, by the way.
And like peahens, they're like downright dowdy next to
Well, yeah, because again, they gotta protect the nest, so they gotta be camouflaged. Whereas the males gotta be nice and brightly colored and blah. I want to mate with. Come on,
Hey, woman, look at me now. Don't you want to hump me? I mean,
yeah, that's one thing with the Denver Zoo. It's like peacocks all over the place. They can't keep. They don't bend up. They're just wandering around there. And constant,
I still remember going through the enclosure where they had the lowland gorillas at Busch Gardens. And I leaned in to take a closer look at the silverback. And next thing you know, he's charging the glass.
Yeah.
I was thinking on Easter morning a few years ago.
Because they like fucking with the people too. Come on. Bet you I can make him jump. Yeah.
You know that video that went around of the guys jumping after the tiger hit the glass behind them? I actually figured out one of the zoos. The zoo I went to in Salt Lake was that enclosure. That was the glass.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching that tiger, and it was swimming around in the water and watching people go like this behind them as they went by. It's like, I fuck with you. Watch this. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you that one.
reminds
The place where they used to have the lions. The place is still there, but and it's still cats. But they put the lions elsewhere now, but in sort of a center enclosure. But there were lions just enclosed. One of them was leaning up against the glass one time. This is my sister was maybe 9 or so. I don't know, 9 or maybe 12. I don't know. But she, because you have this glass, you can go out there and look at him, and the rail there. She got up under the rail, get up next to the glass, and the lion just sort of snarled at her. It's like,
Yeah, I remember this one time when my ex and I went to.
that is a really weird Christmas star.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went into the petting area, and this goat just walks up to my ex and takes a shit on his shoe.
Okay, so when I went down
Mm-hmm.
a few years ago when I first started streaming.
Yeah.
To Trek Fest in Riverside.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way back, we had this bag full of jerkies that we bought down at the meat shop down there, right? Apparently, the hawk we were watching could smell the jerky. He didn't fly away when we were sitting right next to him. This is unzoomed at this point. This is how close he was to the car.
Like, she has meat.
You see the face looking at me, right? As I'm sitting there taking these pictures, he does not leave. He sits there and he keeps looking back and sniffing at the car. Look at this face.
Yeah. You got food. You're gonna share.
But I got great shots out of him wanting their jerky.
Well, yeah.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
Hunger's a great.
I remember a story about. Let me think. Yeah, it was on the set of The Omen. They were doing the scene where the Thorns were driving through the animal park, and this one baboon gets into the car with them. Well, they had this baboon trained so that he wouldn't, start attacking somebody, but
like baboons too. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it was like then all of a sudden, they're in the middle of filming this scene, and this baboon starts to wake up.
Oops.
Oh man, talk about scary.
Yeah, baboons are not nice. There we go.
So this one, I need to add it definitely. Look at that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Just enhance it a little bit.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, nice.
Whoa,
Don't
there
need
we
it
go.
that bright.
No.
The color will come down a little as I do this.
Mm-hmm.
Pop some black point. That's why I hate that they auto boost it to their top setting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want that setting.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That setting on anything. It looks overexposed.
Not quite that exposed. Yeah, that extends. Yeah.
Vibrance, saturation, white balance is just slightly
Let's see.
down.
We've been at this for 2 hours here. I think we can probably wrap up the live part of this, but
How about we wrap up the live at the end of this photo?
Yeah.
It take me long.
that's what I'm figuring. Yeah.
Yeah. And then people can see what this one will look like. All pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't want quite that much. It's a little over filtered. Pop it down just a little bit, and that looks good. Then you pop on this. And just a little bit of clarity to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
There we go.
Yeah, I can just read the thought behind those eyes.
Food.
give me that food, bitch.
Meat.
How's that?
There we go.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, you say red tail hawk.
Oh yeah. And I think on that we'll wrap up the live portion of the stream, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll do some later. So talk at you later, fans.